Hey YouTube, what's going on? Here we go. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys about censorship. Hey YouTube, you guys are here. You want to learn about censorship? I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that we were at 322. I bet you we already had a whole bunch of people leave. Hey Randy, how's it going? I'm so sorry guys for keeping you waiting. Sometimes a minute can just flash by. So let's see. Let's get the camera going. Here I am. All right, now let's get some green screen. Where's the green screen at, guys? We're going to talk about censorship here a little bit, okay? Do you know when you wear these red glasses that you can't see green? Like green lights or anything like that. There we go. All right, guys. So when I was in school, since I've been doing what I've been doing and stuff like that, there is like something called censorship, okay? And that's something that I think that it's an important enough subject that uh, you know the next generations should hear about what censorship is and why it's so important. And like for instance, if a network is telling you that they're giving you features to go live, right? And any network, right? And when you go live, you've noticed you've been using it for a long time now, and you notice when you go live, there might be only like four specific people that stay long enough to listen, and there might be like sometimes you'll see people in the chat, right? You'll see people in there. You'll see like an amount of people in there, right? And you start to think at the end of the chat, when you end the live, it says 0 again. It says that no one was in your live, you know? And point being is like there is still heavy censorship. Like, all right, did you guys know that Jay-Z's 99 Problems, that was like one of my most favorite songs growing up. Loved Jay-Z 99 Problems. Loved that song. But did you know that you couldn't find it on YouTube for like the first 10 years? It came out in like 2006, maybe earlier, give or take. You couldn't find it. You couldn't find it on YouTube, watch it or listen to it. And even if there was so it makes you wonder who censors these things, you know? Like and like all right, like me, like, the artists that I notice have heavy ties in censorship that I know from experience of being an artist myself are Jay-Z, Lil Wayne. Those are probably the two top, and Beyonce. Those three people do have some sort of control that, like, you can't even sing to their lyrics without hearing about it, right? So anyway, why is censorship so important? I wrote a whole paper on that. I was like, if I want to go on YouTube and look up my favorite artist, it should be available to me. It shouldn't be the network chooses, like, they put this ball, like, this treat in front of your face, like they're saying, like, oh, if you get 500 subscribers and if you get 4,000 watch hours, you're going to make money, right? And then you see all these other accounts. Look at this guy. He's making the same type of videos as me, and he's getting 17 million views. I think mine might even better than him. And then you wonder why. How come mine don't get that much, or how come yours doesn't get that much? So it makes you wonder: is YouTube, and other things? Are we being presented things to keep us occupied and busy? You know, uh, fake goals, if you will. Censorship. It's censored. So has censorship taken this role in the United States and the world that we didn't fight against it enough? We stopped being hippies. We stopped sitting in front of the buses. We stopped doing it. Now it's different. Anyway, it seems to me like, I get on these lives and it seems heavily censored. It seems like a fake network. That's what I was talking about last night. Even to the point that if I start talking about certain things, no one will be watching, and I'm almost positive it's not people leaving. You guys have been in my lives before. You know how, 30 people can all appear at once. Do you really think that 30 people all appear at once? Like right there, right now, do you really think 4 people all left at once? There's not a chance in hell, So, yeah, I'm upset with YouTube. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm upset with the whole situation. But the point being is I think that censorship should be talked about and brought up. Because if it's not, the next generation, our children and the next people up, right? They'll be getting totally censored. They'll be getting all, like, these fake goals and views coming to them, and they won't know the difference. So they'll just fall right into the stuff that we see. They'll just fall right into it, and they think it's authentic, Oh, hey, Athena. But yeah, guys, I would really appreciate it if you'd subscribe. I really appreciate subscriptions, because I guess that's the only way to know that people are, really watching, and that means a lot too. That means a lot. But it's just, you guys want to know what one of the biggest censored things is? Try to say the name Elon. Try to say the name Elon on a live. Try it. Try it. I want you to try it. Okay? Rewatch this live. If YouTube will even put it out. Let's see, what words do they censor nowadays that I've noticed? Elon is a huge one. That's one that I was like, whoa, obvious as day that they don't want his name mentioned. So that makes you wonder. He has to be. And then so, okay, guys, let's get deeper into this, okay? I don't care if YouTube puts it down to 0, okay? I got a huge following. I don't care if YouTube puts that little thing down to 0 to try to discredit. Before I tried to get on this, guys, they knew what I was going to talk about. You should have seen the pop-ups coming up. And that brings up another thing to me, too. Now, this is a touchy subject, So we'll make it quick, straight to the point, and move back to what we were talking about. Even it's just another thing backing up what I'm saying here, okay? Even pornography. You have to like take a picture of your ID and get on a list if you want to look at porn in the United States now. There's a few states it's different, but point is all of our states in the United States are starting to have different laws. You could watch porn in Ohio, but you can't watch porn in Florida. It's very strange, guys, it's to the point that it's not about what I'm talking about, right? But how are our different laws? Guys, this isn't good. This is the start of something that isn't good, guys. Different laws in different states, there seems to be a separation. There seems to be some sort of separation, guys. And that's censorship too. That's censorship too. When I was growing up, my buddies used to all say like, "This ain't China. I don't want my coochie blurred out. Like, if I wanted my coochie blurred out, I'll go over to China." You know what I mean? Like, this is supposed to be the United States. There's supposed to be freedom here. We're supposed to be able to do what we want. You know what I mean? Like, so adults are supposed to be able to do what they want. And so it goes even deeper, right? It goes even deeper into music, right? It goes deeper into music. How is it possible, right? How is it possible that I can't, there's certain things that you could get into, like, all right, so if you got, look at Michael Jackson, right? Someone can buy out someone's whole catalog. You know what I mean? Like, there is a way. There's a way that, you know, anywhere that your song is played, anytime, anywhere, all over the world, there's a way to go after those rights. But the people that created that way made that process extremely, extremely, like, involved and difficult on purpose. You know what I mean? On purpose, because, you know, they want to be able to, you know, get the royalty rights, you know? But all things aside, guys, half the time, I don't know who I'm talking to on here, who I'm talking to, if it's a computer, if it's what network I'm on, you know, and I'm starting to notice heavy filterization of like what I say, and you know, of certain okay, so that's what we were talking about, like Elon Musk, right? If his name's not allowed to be mentioned on these lives, you know, and now it's to the point to prove a point that they might not do it because I'm talking about it. Like, sometimes people won't do the wrong thing while, you know, to make it not seem true. That's how crazy the censorship is, right? But so anyway, guys, ask yourself, we're talking about heavy censorship right now, right? We're talking about how certain names and certain topics can't even be discussed on a YouTube live, you know? That's illegal to tell someone that they'll have live access to their fans whenever they want, and you only get 1 or 2 a day. You know what I mean? And then do you really think that's real, that you only can get 2 subscribers, 4 or 5 at the most, like during a live? You know, do you really think that's realistic, that I'm getting over 100,000 views a month, but no one's subscribing? No way, man, you know? So, but let's get back to what we were just talking about, okay? Meta, all right? It leads to meta. This censorship and sort of the negative thing, you know, it leads to Meta and Google, right? That is where the heavy censorship is coming from, guys, okay? Those, I'm sorry, but those have to be the bad guys, right? Meta, right? Meta and Google, right? And why? Why is that, right? Well, Meta and Google own and run everything, right? If Meta and Google, like, guys, go online right now, right? And try to, like, find other websites that you could find other videos on. Try to find other websites that you can get information from. Meta and Google have killed all other all other websites. You know, guys, this is called biased censorship, and we're experiencing it to an extreme amount that it's almost scary that something maybe should be done. You know, if Meta and Google control everyone who's able to put out advertisement, you know, who's able to like, and then not only is every Google, think about it, guys. You're typing your Gmail that you think is safe, into another app like YouTube that's owned by Meta, or Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, right? They have access to all your stuff. Don't think that your inbox is safe. Don't think that, anything that you're posting isn't completely documented. Don't think that you're not heavily watched just because you are a good person or you don't pay attention to it or no. Meta, Google, you can't find any more websites. You can't pick up, watch videos anywhere else. Like, guys, like, I tried to Google, like, literally, I typed in Google the other day, like, other platforms to watch videos or to upload videos or, and there's like a couple websites that are from like the Stone Age, from the 90s or something on there that, no one would want to, that don't even really work. They look fake. So you're telling me that all these people that have these degrees in website design and all these bright minds in America, you're telling me that all their websites, like, aren't no one has created any type of other great platforms. No, guys, we're heavily censored in the United States and the world by Meta and Google. So whoever backs that, and then think about the budgets that they have, right? And then every phone that you get now, right? Like, it's now, you can't even use like the safe Internet Explorer. You can't use like Safari, right? You gotta use, the one that's more meta, So remember, guys, the way I see it, Meta and Google are infringing on all our rights, the way I see it. So that's that. That's that, guys. I'm about to go get a haircut. I hope you guys would like to maybe do it with me, so because I don't want to be alone. So we'll chill in a minute. But guys, always remember to talk about censorship and to pass that down to the next generation. That censorship is an important thing to realize that, you think you're on a live right now talking to one person. No, you're just being censored. They chose not to put it on other people's feeds. They're choosing not to push you. This is a network. This isn't a fair situation. You know what I mean? This isn't, oh, you're going to get your chance. You know what I mean? Hey, YouTube, how about you put me in front of 50,000 people for once? I think it's about time. Put me in front of 50,000 people, YouTube, and damn well they'd all subscribe. Quit playing with me, YouTube. Quit playing with me.